100 jobs with their definitions. Florist, a person who arranges and sells flowers. Janitor, a person who cleans and maintains buildings. Gardener, a person who tends to and cultivates gardens. Photographer, a person who takes and edits photographs. Hairdresser, a person who cuts, colors and styles hair. Web developer, a person who designs and builds websites. Coach, a person who trains and mentors athletes or teams. Tailor, a person who makes, alters and repairs clothing. Musician, a person who performs music solo or in a group. Model, a person who poses for photo shoots or fashion shows. Phlebotomist, a person who draws blood for medical testing. Barber, a person who cuts and styles men's hair and beards. Zoologist, a person who studies animals and their behavior. Author, a person who writes books, articles, or other texts. Programmer, a person who writes and tests computer software. Videographer, a person who captures and edits video footage. Dancer, a person who performs in dance shows or productions. Teacher, a person who educates students in various subjects. Teacher, a person who educates students in various subjects. Plumber, a person who installs and repairs plumbing systems. Journalist, a person who researches and reports news stories. Veterinarian, a person who provides medical care for animals. Dentist, a person who provides oral health care and treatment. Hotel manager, a person who oversees the operation of a hotel. Film director, a person who oversees the production of movies. Doctor, a person who diagnoses and treats illnesses and injuries. Massage therapist, a person who provides therapeutic massages. Travel agent, a person who plans and arranges travel for clients. Astronaut, a person who travels into space to conduct experiments. Baker, a person who prepares and bakes bread, cakes and pastries. Salesperson, a person who sells products or services to customers. Interpreter, a person who translates spoken language in real time. Electrician, a person who installs and repairs electrical systems. Animator, a person who creates animated films or digital graphics. Writer, a person who creates written content for various purposes. Nurse, a person who provides medical care and support to patients. Actor, a person who performs in plays, movies, or television shows. Loan officer, a person who evaluates and approves loan applications. Geologist, a person who studies the Earth's structure and processes. Auditor, a person who examines financial records to ensure accuracy. Interior designer, a person who plans and decorates interior spaces. Mechanic, a person who repairs and maintains vehicles and machinery. Paramedic, a person who provides emergency medical care to patients. Nutritionist, a person who advises on diet and nutrition for health. Consultant, a person who provides expert advice in a particular field. Economist, a person who studies and analyzes economic trends and data. Police officer, a person who enforces laws and maintains public order. Judge, a person who presides over court cases and administers justice. Pilot, a person who operates aircraft to transport passengers or cargo. Bartender, a person who mixes and serves drinks at a bar or restaurant. Driver, a person who operates vehicles to transport goods or passengers. Biologist, a person who studies living organisms and their environments. Librarian, a person who manages library collections and assists patrons. Pharmacist, a person who dispenses medications and advises on their use. Surgeon, a person who performs operations to treat injuries or diseases. Dietitian, a person who provides dietary advice for health and wellness. Accountant, a person who manages financial records and prepares reports. Truck driver, a person who transports goods over long distances by truck. Art director, a person who oversees the visual aspects of media projects. Machine operator, a person who operates and maintains industrial machines. Acupuncturist, a person who provides therapy using acupuncture techniques. Farmer, a person who grows crops and raises livestock for food production. Lifeguard, a person who ensures the safety of swimmers at pools. Or lifeguard, a person who ensures the safety of swimmers at pools or beaches. Painter, a person who creates art using paint or applies paint to surfaces. Software developer, a person who designs and creates software applications. Radiologist, a person who interprets medical images to diagnose conditions. Event planner, a person who organizes and coordinates events and functions. Lawyer, a person who provides legal advice and represents clients in court. Architect, a person who designs buildings and oversees construction projects. Marketing manager, a person who develops and implements marketing strategies. Orthodontist, a person who specializes in correcting teeth and jaw alignment. Receptionist, a person who manages front desk operations and greets visitors. Clergy, a person who provides spiritual guidance and leads religious services. Account manager, a person who manages relationships with clients and accounts. Editor, a person who reviews and corrects written material before publication. Meteorologist, a person who studies weather patterns and forecasts the weather. Copywriter, a person who creates written content for advertising and marketing. Data analyst, a person who interprets data to help organizations make decisions. Professor, a person who teaches and conducts research at a college or university. Public relations specialist, a person who manages an organization's public image. Scientist, a person who conducts research to expand knowledge in a specific field. Graphic designer, a person who creates visual content for print and digital media. Translator, a person who converts written or spoken language into another language. Social worker, a person who supports individuals and families in need of assistance. Security guard, a person who protects property and ensures the safety of individuals. Waiter, waitress, a person who serves food and beverages to customers in a restaurant. Its specialist, a person who maintains and troubleshoots computer systems and networks. Psychologist, a person who studies mental processes and behavior and provides therapy. Chemist, a person who conducts experiments to study chemicals and develop new products. Firefighter, a person who responds to emergencies to extinguish fires and rescue people. Firefighter, a person who responds to emergencies to extinguish fires and rescue people. Chiropractor, a person who treats patients using spinal adjustments and other techniques. Medical technician, a person who performs diagnostic tests and assists with patient care. Real estate agent, a person who assists clients in buying, selling, or renting properties. Designer, a person who creates visual concepts for products, advertisements, or buildings. Construction worker, a person who builds and repairs structures such as buildings and roads. Human resources manager, a person who manages employee relations and organizational policies. Flight attendant, a person who provides service and safety instructions to airline passengers. Chef, a person who prepares and cooks food in a restaurant or other food service establishment. Civil engineer, a person who designs and supervises the construction of infrastructure projects. Physical therapist, a person who helps patients recover physical function through exercise and treatment. Engineer, a person who applies scientific principles to design and build machines, structures, and systems.